a lot of the companies, they feel like, okay, so someone is developing, they should be doing their QA. And if all is good, if I'm checking on my browser, if all looks good, then that's fine. I'll push it live. However, what they're not thinking about is you have got thousands and potentially in some cases, millions of customers. And those millions of customers can be using different devices and browsers to access the page, to access the areas where you're making the changes, to access the things that you're doing, whether it's an A/B test where you're making the changes to understand the performance of the variation, or pushing a new functionality live on your website. What's going to happen, like if, let's say, someone is using, I don't know, an older version of iPhone, or a smaller screen, or something that you haven't considered or you don't have access to in your machine to check if that variation, if those changes are working correctly within your browser, you're losing that customer, you're losing that user from becoming a customer to your website, for your product, because they might be getting a really bad experience with some unknown bugs that you haven't seen, that the developer who developed it, no blame on him, they might have missed it, because different browsers sometimes render things differently. And the only way for you to identify that upfront is by doing a proper QA, is by making sure that, yes, you have got someone whose main job is to identify issues, is to identify the bugs that are coming across different browsers and devices. Because only then the QA engineer can report, or whoever is doing the QA can report the issues that they're finding. And the developer can fix them to publish them live.